Welcome to CreatorCast. We are creators taking a pause from our own channels to come together and talk about YouTube and vlogging and collaborating with other creators. If you're new here and like this idea, click that subscribe button and click the thumbs up. And if you're a creator, come over to our Facebook group. If you're a creator, come over to our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/creatorcast. That's a way bigger conversation, and we're doing a lot of fun stuff there. So my name is Danny Black from the channel Where is Danny Black, and I'll be hosting today's show. And joining me alongside is Benon from Gives a Minute. Hello, Benon. How are you?
Hey, folks. How you going?
Good face back. Yes.
I love a good face back.
Stumbling on my words. And yeah, so he's down in Cold Beach. I'm up here in Brisbane. Technically, he's going to be on a plane flying from China to, I don't think Hey Joe is really good at covering himself on. Yeah, we might have a special guest.
Looks like we got a special guest there. What's going on with that?
New creators, and we're talking about their process. I'm excited about this one. I think this one will be a really funny one.
What's up?
Hey,
oh, that's Peter
Joe.
McKinnon. Oh my God.
Is it like a Canada A?
Alarm, but hey, that's what it's all about. Yo.
Okay, let's get right to it.
So, cheers.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Hey,
Joe.
I got water.
Look at that. Blatant. I'm plugging a glass of water.
Yeah,
we honored to be here.
You know, it was Cody Warner, and he told us about your channel, and he also shouted out some other channels that we want to get on the show too. And went over to your channel right away and noticed that you have a really good amount of subscribers on your channel. You're almost to 1,000 subscribers as we're recording this. And you only have 11 videos on there, and you've only been doing it for about 6 months. What is your secret, sir?
Actually, I was actually pretty pleased that we were going to do this interview because I was hoping that I would hit my 1,000. And not that I care so much about the 1,000, but I did hit my 1,000. I think when I last looked, I was like 104 today. So
last word.
Yeah, I broke it just as we were going to do this interview. So I'm quite pleased.
But
yeah.
I just got to know, because when I first started YouTube, it took me forever to get to 1,000. And especially when I look at your videos, you have a significant amount of views on your videos. And they're great videos. But are you sharing it certain ways? I mean, are you doing something? I'm thinking about our small creators that are watching.
Well, when I first started out, like in my first video, I said, I really don't know what I'm doing.
Today's the day I start my first vlog, 2018.
Now, when I say I don't know what I'm doing, I meant that I have no idea about YouTube. I really don't know anything about YouTube other than I love to watch YouTube videos. Like I love to watch Peter McKinnon and of course, Casey Neistat. My favorite YouTuber is probably going to be, has to be Dan Mace. I love Dan Mace. And so I started watching all these videos and, prior to this, way back, like I'm an old guy. So back in the day, I used to make videos. I had a pretty nice camera, I thought, at the time.
The VX1000.
Yeah, Sony VX1000. Yeah. It was a great camera, and I had an old editing system, and I used to make a lot of videos. And I started shooting wedding videos, and I was doing some commercial stuff, but mostly I was just working on my own stuff, like just creating my own. But the only people that saw it was like friends and family, and it didn't go anywhere. I was just, I was on an indie channel site, and other than that, nobody ever saw it. So it was back in December of last year, and I started watching all these vloggers and these guys doing this, and I thought, you know what? Well, it would be really interesting to give a different, bring a different perspective to the plate on how these guys vlog. Like most people vlog, it's their day. It's like, here I am, I'm eating cereal, I'm making coffee. Everybody's making coffee, by the way.
Yeah.
You notice that? Everybody's making coffee, B-rolling coffee. But I just thought, you know what, I'd like to put a different spin on this and give it like more of a like a little filmy, cinematic little short film clip
Yeah.
video effect. Kind of that's my take on it. So I started fooling around with it, and that's what I did. But to answer your question, sorry, about
Yeah.
the views and getting the subscribers, uh, I started off. I found somebody reached out to me from a group called the I Am the Creator, and so I got involved with that at the beginning, and that was great, and it really helped me out. Like I got a lot of
Okay.
subscribers
That's
right
good.
away,
Yeah.
like lots. And I made a video about it. I
Mm.
got about 300 subscribers. So I thought,
That's a good
well,
start.
that's a
Yeah.
good start. But
No, it is a good start. Trust
no,
me.
it was.
Yeah,
But
it
but
took
then
me
a year.
forever to get.
Took me a year to get to 70.
but when you're sorry, but when you're new and you don't know really what's going on, like I'm new to this. Like
Yeah.
I'm completely new to this. So I was just like I was wondering like, well, are these sincere subscribers or like? And I made a video about it. It was like sub for sub. Like, are you subbing me because you like my channel, or are you
Yeah.
subbing me because you want to trade off a sub, right? And so then I went. I kind of got off that. I kind of got away from that. I was just like, I don't want people to watch my channel because they have to or they need to, because I subscribe to them. I want them to watch my content
Absolutely.
because they think
Yeah.
it's good content.
Joe, where are we going?
Well, we're gonna go and shoot our vlog.
Well, didn't we just finish one?
Yeah, well, this is our next one.
So I decided, I kind of made a pact with myself. I was like, you know what? From now on, I'm just going to work on my own stuff. I'm not going to be under any schedule. I'm just going to put it out when I want to put it out. And I'm going to make it the way I want to make it. And whoever likes it's going to like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. I almost wanted to make a video saying, unsubscribe to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to force people to watch my videos because I'm part of some
Right.
club. I want people to watch my content
Right.
because they like what I'm doing. And so I've just been kind of just doing my videos when I want to do them. Like I have a job, I'm a life, I have another life outside of YouTube, obviously. And I'm just doing it the way I want to do it. But I like the fact that I don't have a schedule with it. I have
11,
6 months.
11
6
videos in
months.
a year, or have you taken some down? 6 months.
Yeah. I put out 11 videos, and I just checked today, and I think I had 12,500 views on those, which I was quite pleased with, but more pleased about the views than the subscribers. I'm glad that I hit the 1,000. I definitely am not near 4,000 hours. But I think if I just keep doing what I'm doing and at my pace without trying to hit this 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hour thing, I think in my due time, not this year, maybe next year, maybe then I could monetize my channel, but that's not my intent either. My intent is just to do my thing. That's it. It really is.
Let's jump back slightly. Just go
Wow,
back a little bit. There were two key words that you mentioned there. You said the word sorry and you said the word a. And so I think we should also mention that Joe is Canadian.
I
don't
did.
know if
I
we
did.
mention that at the
I did say
beginning,
that we have
and
a
I'm not
Canadian
hosting.
on.
Danny is, but
Yes.
you did? Okay.
No, it's okay.
I beg your
It's
pardon.
okay.
Sorry,
It's fun to address the Canadian thing. There's a lot of Canadian YouTubers out there and a lot of successful Canadian YouTubers. I feel like you have your own club out there.
Sure.
You keep shouting out each other and you guys just grow like crazy big. It's all in Toronto too.
Joe, this is another thing I wanted to ask you because I've just watched your channel for the first time this morning before we did this show.
Right.
And
thanks for following along.
You're welcome, dude. You're very welcome.
I'm just kidding.
I would say I regard myself as an older person on YouTube, and I'm not asking you to disclose your age in numbers.
Unless you're okay with it.
All I wanted to find out from you is unless you're okay.
I'm absolutely
when you began,
okay with it.
All right, how old are you then?
I'm 53 years
3
old.
years young.
53. All right. Well, I'm 42. So I went through that process of thinking to myself, am I too old for YouTube? Like, do I have any position on this platform to be with the young kids and to be with the young creators and whatnot? And I said to myself, I'm gonna do this for 10 years. I'm gonna do it from 40 to 50 and then reevaluate. So it's really nice to have someone who's 53. You would have gone through that same process 6 months ago when you began. What was walking through your mind, and what made you say, yes, I'm going to go for it?
Well, the new video that I'm just about to put out is called The YouTube. That's what it's called. It's
Okay.
The New Tube. Because there is a stigma that YouTube is for, it's like, well, a year ago, if you asked me about YouTube, I would have said that's for teenagers. It's true.
Sure.
That's my perception of YouTube, was it's for teenagers. But the more I watch and the more I look around, I see so much talent, and I realize, I won't kid you, I haven't watched television in probably 8 months. I stopped watching television, and I made a video about it. And it is about, is it too late for YouTube? Because YouTube is instant gratification. Appointment TV is over with. Like, that's gone. I mean, you remember when you were a kid and you'd wait like the next day for lunch to watch your favorite show, or after school, or you'd wait a week for that matter, to catch up on your favorite show. I mean, that's gone. That's totally gone. This is the new tube. And this is an open platform for creators of any size, color, type, whatever. I mean, you have if you have a phone and you have an internet connection, you can be a YouTube sensation. You can be anything you want on YouTube. That's all you need. And if you think back, like in my day, if I go back 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I mean, that was unheard of. I mean, if you're a filmmaker, you would have to go to a film festival. I mean, to be recognized. And there's a Casey Neistat video, and there's one part of that video that really resonated with me, and that was the fact that, if you were a filmmaker and you made a film, you might fill a theater to watch your film and maybe attract like 200 people. But on YouTube, you can make a film on your camera, on your phone, and with your internet connection, you could attract 1 million people. You could millions of people. This is a new time. It's a different time, and it's an exciting time. I'm totally excited about YouTube. I love YouTube. I made my last video was called YouTube Fever.
Yeah, it's a great video, by the way.
Thank you. And it's the real deal. I mean, there's a lot of people who have YouTube fever. It's about the fact that you have the opportunity right from your home, where I'm sitting with you in my home right now, talking to you. Nobody's watching us other than us three until you produce this, but it can reach millions of people. It's an amazing time, and I'm kind of keep on going.
I completely agree. I completely agree with you. And I went through that same process of thought, and I ended up settling on the fact that just because this didn't exist when I was younger doesn't mean I can't enjoy it now.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And I think there's an evolution. There's an evolution now, and in YouTube where, like 2 years ago when I think Benon and we started our videos, we kind of saw the Casey Neistat thing happening, and we thought we were like, oh, this is cool. I'm going to do this because I can do this and nobody else is doing this. And then when we started, we realized everyone thought that same thing and started making videos, and the market was flooded. So it was really hard to get yourself out there. And then I think that it slowed down because people realized it's not as easy as it looks. and people drop
Absolutely.
out. And I think there's a new wave now. And the thing is it's more a community based thing where people are not necessarily watching the bigger YouTubers. They're watching the smaller ones because we can still put out the same great content like Gina Walters and it's fun to watch.
Cody.
And Cody Warner, yeah. And I think
Danny, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I watch Cody Warner more than I watch Casey Neistat.
Yeah.
Just got to tell you something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Think about that. I mean, here's a guy, you know, other than the fact that, you know, like it was Gina Walters sent me a DM on my Twitter account. She said, go and check out Cody Warner, Joe. You'll love him. Because I found Gina's channel and she was great. And yes, and now I'm watching these smaller channels more than I'm watching my favorite larger channels.
Yeah. So it's this weird, like now it's not necessarily like holding up these high YouTubers. Like we are our own, like Peter McKinnon's and Casey Neistat's within like a group of community, like a hashtag No Small Creators and CreatorCast, our group on, what was it? How did I call it? Been on
Facebook.
Danny,
yes.
Danny, your channel, yes. I watch more than Casey Neistat.
Yeah. All right.
No, that's the truth. And I love Casey Neistat. He's the one that actually, one of the ones that got me really thinking about even trying this. Yeah. Like, I mean, you have a great channel. You everything you do is awesome. I love. I was in a plane with you the other night.
Oh yeah,
we were in a plane together. I was like, "What?"
That was cool. Yeah,
that was very cool.
And you mentioned something before the show about the last one that I posted as we're recording this was the
on the mountain
on the drone, and I climbed up this mountain with my wife, and you have no idea.
I didn't watch that live.
Okay, you didn't watch
it after.
Not a lot of people watched it live because it was kind of a weird time of day, but you know it's just one of those things that you just do it, and the fact that it was live and it worked was just beyond. I couldn't. There were so many factors that were against this happening. Like when I showed up at the mountain at the bottom, it was in SOS mode. I had no service. So I thought,
how did you know the Wi-Fi was going to work?
I didn't. I asked somebody that came down. I was like, did you have service up there? And someone said, oh, I think so, because someone posted their story. And I'm like, all right, well, and you have to understand that people die climbing this all the time because it's like you should have ropes, but they don't have ropes. You're climbing and holding on and gripping and it was scary. I almost could have vlogged that process, but I was almost scared too because I didn't know if I was going to make it out alive or not. I really had that fear. And yeah, so I got to the top and it worked, and we were so happy we did it, like me and my wife.
I'm just going to jump in there, and if you haven't seen this, I have not seen it either, but we just watched a bit of it before we came on this chat now. Danny vlogged a climb on a mountain, but he didn't use a camera. He used a camera. He used the drone as a camera, and then he set the drone up as the stream. So the whole stream is him with this. And I'm talking with
it's just the audio is coming from my phone, which was great. The audio sounded awesome.
The next thing you see, the shot from the drone is the stream. Like no one's done. Well, I don't know if anyone's done an IRL stream like that yet.
It was bizarre. Danny, I showed 3 people that today. I showed 3 people. I didn't watch it live, but I showed somebody at work. I showed Pauly and my brother. I was like, can you believe this? This doesn't even look real. And you even said, this is real. And if you need me to do something, and somebody in the chat said, flash me, and you went like this. You went, yeah.
I agree. I didn't think it looked real either. It
was awesome.
And what's funny is it was a cloudy day, and I was kind of like, oh man, if this was clear, that'd been awesome. I think that even the cloudiness of it made it seem like it was like some kind of mystical, like when you pull out from that mountain view.
It looked like a game.
It did. I agree. I was sitting there looking at it going, I can't believe this is working. Oh my gosh. Like, this is so great.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
I feel like Joe and I should be interviewing you, Danny.
You
should be the guest here.
Yes, Ben. Yes, for sure.
We'll get off this now. I wanted to ask a couple more questions about your YouTubing life, and do you have a family, Joe?
Yes, I have my Pauly.
You have your Pauly.
That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
And how does she feel about that?
Pauly.
She's right there.
She absolutely loves what I'm doing. She supports it. But in the last 6 months, I mean, things have changed, right? And I'm spending a lot more time on YouTube. I'm editing, I'm shooting, this and that. And there's a transition stage of the good, comfortable,
Yeah.
And I also did a video on that, which was called YouTube Balance, your YouTube balance, right? You need to balance yourself out. Now, a guy like Cody Warner, who I just absolutely love, he gets up at 3:30, 4 in the morning, because that's the most peaceful time of his day. There's no distractions, nobody talking to him. He edits his video then. He goes to bed early, edits his video in the morning, and can still go about his life during the day. And that's what I'm finding right now. Like we're finding a balance of what works and what doesn't work with YouTube. But I don't upload regularly. I don't have a schedule, which is great. And when I have time, I work on it, which is pretty much every day. But our YouTube life has pretty good balance. It's just finding its way.
Yeah.
But Pauly's right behind me 100%.
Cool. Yeah, and that's what you need for sure.
Except she's not here to tell you that herself.
I was like, is that Pauly behind you? Is she an invisible partner there? No, it's you definitely need the support of your family to make it work. And I think that the funniest part about when I did daily vlogs traveling around Australia, and I think the funniest part about it is that you get the family members going like, put the camera down, enjoy this. And then like a couple years later, they're like, I am so glad you recorded all that. I wish you would have recorded more. And it's like people will see the camera and they feel like a weird uncomfortableness around it, but then they can't stop but think that, they made this happen by being, in the video, and like they'll share it with everybody. It's like, even I think when you take the camera on family vacations, you get that same thing, but at the end, the memories are there, and that's so much more important. Like they might get annoyed by it at the time, but then later on, it's like, they're so happy it happened.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, like in my family, like I'm not on Facebook. The only two social medias I'm on is YouTube and Twitter. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't have a Facebook or whatever, but there's not one person in my family or my circle of friends or anyone other than my Pauly and my brother Lance that knows that I even have a YouTube channel. And I like it that way because I never wanted, my brother to put me on Facebook and say, oh, Joe's doing this, blah, blah, blah. I just want to do it on my own legs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And if one time somebody called me or emailed me or said, hey, Joe, I noticed you got a YouTube channel, that'd be just awesome, or left a comment. But that hasn't happened yet, by the way.
Yeah, I always think that's funny that sometimes you, like the people that you started the YouTube for, like I try to reach for my family and some of Emma's family, and then I'll like be like, hey, did you see that video? And they're like, oh no, I haven't caught up on your videos. And it's like, I was making these for them, and then it turns out to be a completely different audience, and so you almost have to like just gear towards that. You have to follow that path because if they're not watching it, that's their fault. That's their loss. It's fine, whatever. You can't make people watch it.
But when you started your YouTube, did you reach out to everyone you knew, or because my brother originally said you should tell everybody, Joe. You should tell everybody, and that will help get you going. And I disagreed with him, and I wanted to do it on me.
I told everybody, and I had like a 12,000 fan base on Facebook, and I thought everyone was going to come over from there. That did not happen at all. You can't get people over from Facebook, like if their life's dependent on it. And it's just, I told everyone, but I think also, like I said, 2 years ago, it was a completely different experience. When you tell people that you're doing this on YouTube, they didn't understand what it was. Now they kind of get it more.
Sure.
It's a little bit easier, but I think it's important
That's
to just
another-
keep uploading videos. You just gotta, you never know what video is gonna pop and take your channel to the next level, and that's what you have to kind of focus on with your channel.
Pauly. This is my Pauly. She's the loveliest girl in the world.
Wow,
Hey, Pauly.
man, she's attractive.
Nice
How
to
did
meet
you?
you.
How did you? She probably can't hear us. Yeah, you have to give her one of your
Yes, she
headphones.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have a headphone.
Oh, yeah,
You gotta hear what
might,
this is.
might help.
Hi, Pauly.
Do
Hey,
sign
Pauly,
language.
nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
Joe,
This is
you're
Danny, this
punching
is
above your
Matt.
weight class, man.
Pardon me?
You're punching above your weight class, huh? That's how
Punch
I
him.
have a gorgeous wife. No, I'm kidding. You're an attractive man too, Joe.
Oh, there you go.
Are we going to see Pauly on the channel at all, Joe? Will she make an
Oh,
Well,
appearance
she's
on the
she's in my one video there.
channel? Okay.
Well, she's in a couple of videos actually.
Yeah, but nothing major.
But they were
yet.
asking about how do you feel about me being on YouTube? So
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm not quite sure really what to answer back on that one quite yet. It's time consuming.
When it starts making the money, then you'll be like, oh, yep,
Yeah,
I like
then
it.
maybe,
I like it.
maybe
Buy me
then,
something,
yeah,
Joe.
exactly.
Pauly's on my thumbnail for it's called Sub for Sub. That was a mistake I made when I started making these videos. Is I called one Sub for Sub, and YouTube just like they did not like that.
That's true. That is very true.
It went right to the back, back of the room.
That
You're
is
not
very true.
getting any, but it's now about, I think it's 900 views or something. But yeah, that's
Pauly, just so you know, he's doing really well for being on for such a short time and having 1,000 subscribers. Like, it literally took me like probably 100, maybe 150 videos to get to 1,000. It was a struggle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So he's doing really well.
He tells me that, and I'm not a YouTuber. I finally have a YouTube account. I just opened
She's
up a
Hollywood.
Twitter account. So
Hollywood.
I'm trying to get in.
Subscribe
so you wait,
to her.
Yes, I
You
will.
wait for Hollywood to take.
Hollywood, you
Hollywood.
start making some
Until I get
videos.
going, you're gonna ask me to be interviewed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we already are right now. Basically, it's turned into a Pauly show. So it's happening
Yeah,
already.
it's not.
But now
Hey,
I
Joe, it's
recognize
hey,
the
Pauly.
two of you. You were on the other day, right?
Yeah, we watched
watched
your.
you.
Pauly and I watched
That's right.
your interview with Cody the other night.
With the really bad
Right,
video
and
audio.
I couldn't hear. Sorry, the gentleman's name.
Yeah,
Ben
This is-
Ben. Ben on.
We,
Ben
we,
on.
we've worked out.
hear
We've
you.
worked out those
Yeah.
kinks. Like, you could hear it editing.
And
but
that
it was
was
only...
that was entirely my fault. I had such a bad issue going on in my system. I've resolved it now, but
Oh,
It
I
kinda
felt
sucks that
terrible.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no.
We'll have to redo that. We'll revisit Cody
We'll have
Warner
to have
and
him
make
back on,
Make
for
it,
sure.
make it
That's
better.
right. But yeah, no, I'm proud of him. That's for sure. He loves it. Like, I'm sorry. And when you get a passion, I'm 100% for that. He certainly has the passion.
That's
You just see the glow since he started this. And he really appreciates other people's work and investigates. He's not just,
yeah.
I don't know what you call him, just an anybody kind of sub or whatever. Oh, I'm scared to even say some words. So, but he's very passionate. He's passionate about everybody else's. And
Okay.
he
Well, I have one more
appreciates
question for you, Pauly.
Sure.
Do you like Tim Hortons?
no,
No. Oh, that's like Canadian
it
sacrilege.
gives me a stomach ache. I'd rather a McDonald's coffee.
Oh man. Oh, slam.
Yeah.
Me too, actually.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You might get
Yeah,
you might get deported. Well, I guess you can get deported, but somehow sent away. But you can come over to Australia. We'll be happy to have you here. I know I don't sound Australian, but that's where I'm at right now. So it's been on.
That's all right. Oh, I'd love to.
You're
That's
both in
for sure.
Australia right now.
Oh, you're both there.
Yeah, come visit.
Ah.
Come visit.
Oh, very nice.
Down under.
Oh, that's great. And now, are you in the same area? Like, you obviously have been together.
no.
No.
We've hung out
I'm
before,
in
but
Sydney.
yeah, he's in Sydney. I'm in
Yeah.
Brisbane, so it's like a
Oh,
13-hour drive difference.
You're where Gina is.
Ah.
No, Gina's
Right.
even like a 13-hour drive south, down in
Yeah.
Melbourne.
Oh, you're all in different areas. Oh, nice.
Wow.
But it's your winter, right?
Yeah, it's freezing.
Yes.
I literally
Well,
have a heater.
It's our
between my
summer
legs.
here. We're like, you have what?
A heater?
Between
Oh,
your
is that
legs?
A
right?
heater between my legs, and that's not a euphemism, all right? That's just I have like a a space heater right here. It's like between my legs. Feels good.
Space.
So how long have you two been doing this for?
We're turning the interviews around on us. All right.
That's right.
Oh,
This is Joe and Pauly.
You asked me to come. Okay,
and
well,
Ben and
never
Danny.
mind.
We've been doing this for a year now, but this format of getting more creators on is like for interviewing. That's been like maybe like a couple months now. So every Saturday we get a different creator that we find, and we just we let it out. It's like vlogger therapy here. You know, sit on the couch and we, you know, what does that mean to you?
Yeah.
How do you feel about this? You know. Yeah. So that's
it's awesome, really. And I'm not just saying this, but you know, like Ben, I watched your interview the other. You're involved, you're interested, you know, and it's in your eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, it's in your eyes. I can see that. And Danny, I've watched all your videos. I watch all of your Elvis one.
No, it wasn't Elvis. It was I'm kidding.
But I love them. Like, I mean, you're good people, interesting, and you know, like
you'll get on to Gives a Minute.
It's a pleasure. It's
he's
a pleasure.
Get on to Gives a Minute after this. He said he's going to subscribe to you, Ben on. And
Oh,
by the way,
cool.
Joe, can you say Ben on? That's his name, Ben on.
Ben on.
Yeah, it's a tough.
It's an odd one. It's an odd.
I'm gonna say Ben on.
There's another Canadian. There's another Canadian YouTuber named Piranha's Dad, and he kept saying Bonin. It was really funny.
Bonin. Yeah. That could be my neighbor.
That's Piranha.
What?
He bites.
Well, one more question. Okay, yeah, thanks, Pauly. Thanks for being here.
But no rush. But
do you have another question for Pauly?
It's been a pleasure. Nice meeting you. Now it's kind of
Pauly.
when you talk, because when you watch your videos now, you kind of feel like we know each other.
Exactly. That's the main thing. We're all connecting here.
Yeah.
It's a big community here now. So
that's great.
Thanks for being on, Pauly.
Super. Watch for me, Pollywood.
Yeah, Pollywood. Got it.
Pollywood.
Joe will shout it out when you start posting videos, I'm sure. All right, Joe. I just wanted to ask you a couple more things.
Okay.
Any channels besides the ones that we've already been talking about? Any channels you want to shout out, people that we should be watching?
Yes. One channel is This Natural Journey.
Oh, yep. I already followed
I love that. Yeah. And the reason I say that is because it's a travel channel, and they're a great family. He's got a great editing skills, and his videos are starting to get so much better as they go along. I mean, let's face it. I mean, if you watch a travel channel, you could get bored pretty quick, in different.
Yeah.
But this channel seems to have something different. So that's one channel I want to definitely plug. And of course, Cody Warner, he's awesome. Gina, Metal for Breakfast. Have you watched Metal for Breakfast? Like that guy's.
Who was talking about Metal for Breakfast last?
That guy's on fire. Like that guy's an editing king. He's just like, he just knows how to put it out there. And he's working a lot with Cody right now. So
that's what it is. That's right. I saw it on Cody's videos.
Yeah.
He was talking about Metal for Breakfast. Yeah.
And there is one other channel that I would really like to plug. Okay, so his name is Michael Lardizabal.
Michael
Lardizabal. Azabo.
Oh, I see it. Okay. The Lardizabo is the one word. Michael Lard.
Right.
He's got a Sony.
So
camera.
I'm just looking here right now. He has. Oh, that's my channel.
He's got 149 subscribers.
That's it.
Yep, I see it.
149 subscribers, but I predict that this guy. I'll even say it. I predict that this guy will be a big influence on YouTube. Huge. He just has that something. Well, you'd have to go check him out, but
yeah, he's got 150
really,
now. I subscribe to him, I'll check him out for sure. And we'll put his channel down here, and it'd be fun to we're chasing the rabbit hole. So Gina referred to Cody. Cody gave us your name, and you're giving us some other names, and we're gonna follow that list and see where it takes us here on Creator Cast. But,
Can I just say something?
Yo.
There's nothing even in that mug, is there, Joe? You do that when someone mentions your channel, so it's like a little extra plug going in there.
Nope, he's pouring.
He's got a beer in there.
You're in Canada, brother. We're in Canada.
Nice.
I
thought
in Canada.
just because of the way Danny said and Cody put us onto your channel, it was almost instinctual that you grabbed your mug to get the A and then the Joe. It was like it was so smooth.
You know, I'm plugging A Joe. So
hey Joe.
By the way, who drinks beer out of a coffee mug? A Joe does.
Hey Joe.
I love it. All
right, well,
nice
hey Joe,
word.
thanks for being on the show. We appreciate it. And
thank you guys.
I remember how we started the show and your hand was kind of covering that thing. If you can do that again, that'd be great.
All right. Listen, I want to say thank you very much. I was honored, believe me, to be here, and I appreciate Danny. I know your channel, but Ben on. We're gonna be new best friends. Ben on.
Thanks, Joe.
Ben on. We're gonna get it on.
All right.
My channel's called Gives a. But don't go searching for Ben on. My channel's called Gives a Minute. You'll find it that way.
Yes.
Well, you'll see it anyway. You'll see it.
Well, I'm going to be all over Ben on and Gives a Minute.
Yes.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Joe.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, see you, Joe.
Pleasure, mate. Nice
Peace
having
out.
you.
Peace out.
All right.
All right, that guy's cool, huh?
Very nice, Danny. Very nice, Cody. Very nice, Gino. All these recommendations are coming through. It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very fun to have this group that we have of just people we're following each other, and I think it's new times with YouTube, and I think that it's exciting times, especially for creators. And if you're just seeing this and you're still here watching this long interview, make sure you follow us on our group and follow the hashtag No Small Creators group, and keep watching. I mean, this has been great, and I think that we'll see you on this channel. We have midweek chats every week, obviously, in the midweek about different YouTube stuff, and then on the weekends we have fun interviews like this. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, let us know if there's any YouTubers that we should interview.
We're gonna meet this guy for sure, 100%.
And Joe, thanks for being here.
And
oh, you can hear us.
Yes, I can hear you still. It's all good. We're ending the show. So thanks, guys, and see ya. Take off our headphones here. Right?
See you soon, Danny.
Love it.
All right, Joe.
That was a cool ending.
That was funny.
Come back, Joe.